Pony in my favorite place in North Carolina.
Blah, 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 work, blah, 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 blah.
Get ready for liftoff.
Hello and welcome to the Ponyverse. I'm Helen.
And I'm Lil Megs.
Reporting live from my house. So if you're watching on the YouTube, you can see my beautiful living room. We actually have a really nice horse tapestry in the background, which goes in theme with the Ponyverse.
And I got it at a yard sale. I really hope you washed it.
I didn't.
Oh.
Why would I have washed it? It's on the wall. I wear clothes from the thrift store without washing them, so it's fine.
Okay.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, so we're at my house today because after this, Megan and I are painting some signs to put in the store. So we're having a farts and crafts day.
Arts and crafts.
So new location unlocked. Yeah, I don't know. What's up with you, Megan? You just got back from Lollapalooza. How was it?
Yeah,
I don't know how to sit. Sorry, we also are sharing one microphone because we can't figure out how to make two microphones work.
I know.
So if anyone listening knows how to do that, let us know. Megan emailed the podcast software that we use and was like, help. And so yeah, maybe
We're not
next time.
professionals.
We actually I feel like I never Googled how to make it work. It just didn't work, so I gave up and we've been using one. Honestly, it's working fine, so who cares?
Yeah.
But why try more than you need to?
Alright.
But yeah, how was Lollapalooza?
It was fine. I just realized, music festivals just aren't for me anymore. I've been to plenty of concerts, plenty of festivals, events like that, and it's kind of lost its appeal.
Why?
I'm there for the music. And I feel like music festivals are definitely for the social aspect. They're for people to hang out and drink and go crazy, yeah. But for me, I literally just want to sit down and watch my favorite artists perform. And it was so hard to do that. I went one time in 2019. I went for one day, and it was a great experience. We could sit and just chill out. And I also think the people you go with also change your experience. Not that I went with bad people, it's just they're a little bit more lively than I am.
Wait, do they want to wait at the barricade for 2 hours or
Yeah, they want to get in the middle of a crowd.
Yeah.
And that's not who I am. That's not what I want to do. I want to sit.
They should invent festivals where it's like a festival, but only 10 people are there.
Well,
that would be my kind of festival.
Okay, I've been to a handful of festivals, and I associate each festival with a different drug. So Lollapalooza is some sort of synthetic pill, like Molly, for example.
Why?
Something like that. It's just the people and it's just pure vibes. And then Bonnaroo is definitely mushrooms. Very chilled. Bonnaroo is exactly what I was wanting, but it's in BFE, Tennessee.
What's BFE?
Bumfuck, Egypt.
Oh. Okay.
And then I went to Music Midtown, and that's very just weed.
Yeah.
So
Or alcohol.
Love and Life is
just
beer.
Yeah. Beer.
Yeah. So I enjoyed my time. I actually only went 2 out of 4 days because my feet hurt. Also, I had a friend that just moved to Chicago, so I spent Saturday with her hanging out. But it was fun.
Did you make out with Joe? Did Joe?
Oh my
DJO?
god. No,
Megan's
I
a
didn't.
huge fan of DJO.
Yeah.
Joe Keery.
Yeah, I love Joe.
Is it
And-
pronounced Joe or DeJoe?
Just Joe.
Okay.
Just
confusing.
Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, he performed. I saw him on Friday. It was the best thing ever. And then I went to his pop-up on Saturday. I waited in line, waiting for the,
where
entrance.
was it? It was, it wasn't on Lollapalooza. It was, somewhere else in Chicago. Okay.
It was
When I'm back
in
Chicago.
Dark Matter Coffee's warehouse.
Okay.
It wasn't a coffee shop. It was literally a warehouse. There was nothing around it. You had to walk to get there. We took the bus, but there was nothing in walking distance, really. I mean, unless you walk like 10 minutes. So I went. They had like vintage vendors, photo booth, his old merch, new merch, coffee from Dark Matter Coffee, and tattoos. But the line for tattoos was so long. It was really fun, but he didn't show up, which I was like, okay, whatever, he's not coming. I didn't really expect it. He showed up the last hour that it was open, and I was there for probably like 3 hours.
Oh. How long was it open?
All day.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh! And then he showed up and I didn't see him, and...
So, like, the mission to make out with him is still...
I still have another chance. I'm seeing him in Asheville, September 30th.
And that's like small town vibes.
Yeah.
Like, he'll probably be like, hey, who wants to hang out after the show? And you'll be like, oh, me, actually.
Yeah, and I'm going with Carmen again, and she's a local to
And she's from
Asheville.
there, so he'll probably be like, any locals want to show me around.
Yeah. And we'll show him our bed.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's like, if you had made out here, like, it would have been the end of an era, so it's fun that the journey continues.
Right. And he's single, so...
So...
How are you?
Wait, I actually have one more Lollapalooza question. Like, what did you think about the fashion? Like, what was... Okay, I'm not a festival person.
Yeah.
Like, I went to Music Midtown once, and that was the only time I've ever been to a festival, other than, I guess, Love and Life, but I don't really count that. For the same reason that you say. Like, I really just don't like crowds, and... Like, I don't like not being able to, like, go to the bathroom or get a water if I want one. Like,
Yeah.
I hate having to, like, whatever. But, like... People are always asking us at Thrift Pony, like, festival outfits, and, like, I know they're so different based on which festival, and, like, I feel like everything I know about festival outfits is just from, like, the internet, but what did you see from your boots on the ground reference point?
A lot of boots, actually.
A lot of boots on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were so many freaking belts. There was actually, like, people posting on TikTok and Twitter and stuff, be careful if you're wearing chunky belts, because they might take them from you. So I saw so many big belts, like the big leather circle ones, and then people were layering them, and some of them did not look good layered. They were trying, but it was a hot mess.
But, like, A for effort.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw, there was this meme where someone was trying to sell sequined leopard print Charlotte Russe shorts on Depop for like $200, and people were clowning them. I saw everybody there. Everybody there was wearing sequin.
Charlotte Russe. So, like, they are worth $200.
They're probably from Shein. Like, there were so many of those little shorts. I saw a majority of people wearing those, and I was honestly shocked.
So what was the vibe? Was it, like, Coachella, or was it, like, I saw a TikTok that was, like, why is everyone at Lollapalooza dressed like a pirate? Like, did you feel like everyone was dressed like a pirate? Or, like...
No, it was definitely, like, a modern take of Coachella. Kind of
like
how we
modern boho.
Yeah. We were kind of talking about this a couple episodes ago.
Like, 2010s are back.
Yeah.
That kind of vibe, yeah.
But definitely more pirate, Renaissance festival.
Interesting,
coded.
okay.
A lot of micro shorts, flowy shirts, crochet, belts, boots. Yeah, I guess pirate is a good example. And then scarves, obviously.
Yeah.
And then there were some, like, people who were definitely there for EDM stuff, so they were dressed
EDM.
for rave
festival,
which I don't consider Lala more rave.
I feel like Lala is just, like, regular.
Yeah, and then there was a lot of frat boys in jerseys, because that's what frat boys wear to festivals. A lot, actually.
I don't think I knew that.
Oh my god, yeah.
I feel like I haven't been around, like, boys in a while.
I know, that's another thing. I go to concerts that are specifically for the female audience. So going to concerts where it's, like, predominantly men, or festivals where there's a lot of men, I get uncomfortable. It's just not the environment I'm used to.
Yeah, I was somewhere recently and there were so many men and I was like, ugh. I was like, oh, this is, like, really weird. I hate this.
Yeah.
Because, like, neither of us are around men ever.
Right.
Straight men.
Right.
Other than our single performative straight male employee.
Right.
Shout out to Matt. Cool. So you won't go again?
Not with that group.
Would you ever go if you got, like, super VIP and you could go in, like, the, like, nice area?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, a thing
So one's
is,
for rich.
I have been to plenty of concerts, and, again, festivals and stuff like that, where I've kind of lost the appeal of roughing it. So I like the luxury of being able to just sit and enjoy, and if I could get like VIP and stuff, oh yeah, that would change the experience.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I missed you.
I miss you too, but I'm back.
Megan's back with her Bob. Bob is back. Yeah. While you were gone, what did I do? I just worked. We had a dollar sale. Oh, I don't even think we've talked about this on the teacher fundraiser or on the podcast, but we're doing a teacher fundraiser. We did it last year, and I think it was your and Carmen's idea, to just pay for a teacher's wish list, because teachers have Amazon wish lists, and it's like so stupid because that they have to pay for their own stuff, and they get paid not a lot.
Carmen's mom is a teacher,
Yeah.
and a lot of our
customers are teachers. Like, we have a big pony teacher base.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, I love doing stuff where I can, like, see the direct impact, if that makes sense. Like, and so this was a way we were like, okay, we literally can, like, raise money and, like, go on and just buy everyone's Amazon wish list. So, our goal is to raise $5,000, and we've already raised $8,000.
Oh my god.
Yeah, which is twice what we did last year. So this weekend we had a dollar sale. So we do them like once a month, but this one we did $135 sale because we wanted to see if we could raise more money for teachers, and we had like a lot of wedding dresses and like formal dresses left from, we did like a fancy formal wear consignment event back in March. And I just felt wrong selling them for $1. So it's like, those would be $5. Pretty much everything else was $1, and it was really good. Like, I don't know, it was one of our biggest ones. It was good to just like clear out all that extra stuff. And now, like, I'm doing my favorite thing, which is just now going through with all the money and like buying all the wish lists. Like, I'll look at people's wish lists, and I always buy them like the most fun things. Like, this one girl had like a pirate treasure chest on it, and I was like, yeah, you're getting that.
I saw a wig.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this one girl had a wig, and I was like, you're getting the wig. So yeah, that's been very fun. So thank you to everyone who's donated.
And thank you to our teachers.
Yeah, thanks to our teachers. But like, also people who donated, like, so many people donated $100 or more, which I thought was crazy. Like, and I don't know, it always just warms my heart. And like, I feel like the best part about having a business is being able to do stuff like this, because like, otherwise you're just doing like capitalism all day.
Right.
But this is kind of fun.
For me personally, I love being able to donate and do things that I can see their direct impact to.
Yeah.
And we get to do that, and the people who donate get to see it too.
And like
participate.
And like, there's so many organizations doing great things, but like, sometimes I feel like when we just donate to someone, it's just like, okay, like, hope this, you don't really know what it actually does. So like, I really like seeing like what it actually does, which is really cool.
And sometimes we just need to dumb things down and make it simple, and that's what we're kind of doing. We're doing, give us the money, we're giving it to them.
Yeah, and like,
Easy
we have
peasy.
their photo, like, I can post pictures, like, we have like specifically. So yeah, thanks everyone who's done with that. That's like kind of been my main thing this week. Thrift Pony's second store, I don't really have any updates that I can share. It's a Mercury retrograde right now, so I'm like wary of like, I don't know. I actually don't want to speak much more on this.
Okay.
But it's in the works, and I bought a guitar last week. Oh, I think I talked about this in the last podcast. It's right over here, if you can see it on the YouTube to my right. I've been practicing a little bit. It's really hard. But I got this app on my phone that like shows you how to tune it and has all these like lessons, and that's been like a really fun way for me to learn. Like, I was gonna sign up to do like in-person classes in Charlotte, but I like, whenever I do in-person classes for things, like my singing lessons, I feel like are going well because she's like kind of woo-woo and kind of like a therapist almost. But like, whenever I do classes that feel like school, I like hated school, and like, I just like clam up and I'm like, I don't want to do this. It feels like school. I'm like, and like the inner rebel in me is like, I'm not doing this homework. Like, I'm not practicing. Like, you can't tell me what to do. Like, what do you know? Like, when I took music lessons as a kid, I would always do that. So I'm going to try really hard. I think I'll learn better on my own, but I might sign up for something. Album is in the works. Thrift Pony album. We're going to have to book some studio time. If anyone knows any producers in the Charlotte area or beyond that can produce our album, hit me up. I'm so serious. This is happening. And you're going to be on it.
I don't know what to say to that.
Okay, but yeah, I think that's like the only things that are new with me. I don't even know. I never know. Like, I feel like, I think I said this last time, but like I've been in this phase where like I'm not super busy, which is crazy because I haven't gotten bored in like 4 years. And I actually feel like recently I've been like kind of bored and I'm like doing things and I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun. But also like I'm ready to like get back to work on something and I'm ready for like our next thing, but I'm trying not to rush into it and just enjoy my time.
Yeah, after coming back from Chicago, I was talking to my sister about it. I was like, I just have a better appreciation of where I am in the world and how much I love Charlotte.
Yeah.
Like, I loved Chicago. It was awesome. It's not the first time I've been there, but I got to see it in a different light. And coming back, I appreciate Charlotte because I can drive around. I don't have to walk everywhere, but it's also...
There's also like not traffic here. And people say there is, compared to like bigger cities, there's traffic here from like 4:30 to 6 p.m.
But there's stuff that happens in Charlotte, and I find ways to entertain myself, and I have such a good group of people here.
We went to a sunflower field on Monday.
Did. I got off the plane, got home, they picked me up, and we went to a sunflower field.
Yeah, me, Allie, and Megan just went and like just to look at sunflowers, and they were all like, I've never seen them like this before, but like heads down because it was raining and it had been really hot. But it was just peaceful. Like it's just, I love being able to drive like 40 minutes away and just be like in the beautiful country.
Yeah,
and
in the
see that.
boonies.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I've been like really loving Charlotte recently too. Like I go on this walk through this creek and it literally looks like the Hunger Games, but like in the most beautiful way. And I'm like, it's crazy because this is just like a few minutes from where I live, and I just like the nature here is beautiful, and like I don't know, I don't know if it's like this for every city because this is the only city I've lived in as an adult, but I feel like there's so much stuff online that's just like Charlotte's so boring and lame and stupid, and it's like anywhere is as fun as you make it.
Exactly.
And also, like, if you hate it, why are you here? Leave. Like, I just feel like if you're so bored, like, I don't know, I just kind of think, like, I got bogged down by a lot of that, where I was just like, this is just, like, a lame city, but then once I actually started, like, trying and, like, leaving my house and, like, doing things that I thought were interesting, I was like, oh, no, like, this is fun. Like, it has everything, not everything that a big city has, but it has, like, a lot of the stuff that a big city has, but also has, like, a really nice, like, small town kind of feel, and there's nature nearby. And
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, baby.
yeah, like the older I get, because I feel like I had a weird like not insecurity, but like I moved here after college and I didn't really want to move here. It just kind of like happened, and I was like, oh, it's like easy to live here, like it's pretty cheap, and I don't want to get roasted by saying it's cheap, but like it is cheap compared to New York and DC and whatever. And I had this like complex in my head of just like, oh, like you haven't made it because you can't like move, you didn't move to New York, like you didn't try to go to like a bigger city and make it, like you like went to this smaller city and like all this stuff. And I'm kind of just now getting over that and just being like, no, like you can really do anything you want wherever you want. I think a lot of people just don't think they can.
Right.
You know, like, and I think I wouldn't have the, like, amazing relationships, amazing community that I have here somewhere else. Or maybe I would, but, like, I like the nature, too.
And also, like, does it matter?
Yeah, like, it doesn't matter. Here. Yeah, like, it doesn't matter. It's, like, it's all, like, the same. Like, everywhere is also kind of the same, other than New York. But, like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think, like, if I lived in New York, would I even go to, like, shows all the time? Mm-hmm. Like, I probably wouldn't because they'd be poor. Because I'd spend my money on rent. Or maybe I would, and it'd be awesome, and my life would be different. But who knows?
I don't find it fun thinking about the possibilities of something else when I get to live this life right now.
Yeah, like, I think I would be just as happy somewhere. Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's like what you make of it.
I've always been the type of person to be content wherever I end up. And
it's a good trait.
I do think it's a good trait.
Yeah.
But now I'm finally, like, happy with what happened. And it could be because I'm taking my antidepressants again. But, no, I love Charlotte. And I'm just happy to be back. And I want to be doing more things. I want to go to a baseball game.
Let's go. Wait, this is actually such a good segue. I didn't even plan this. But this episode, we're going to be talking about some of our greatest flops. And this is a really good segue into what I would say is probably our biggest flop, or biggest flop as of late. Like, that's top of mind. Biggest top of mind flop. And that is our bus tour.
Oh.
And the reason that this talking about living in different cities is a good segue is because, like, the reason I planned bus tour is because I was like, I don't want to live in Charlotte my whole life. Like, I want to get out of here. I want to open Thrift Pony in other cities. Like, I want to just, like, live in, like, all the cities that I found interesting. And, like, I just, like, want to get out of here. So I had planned to do this first of all, we bought this bus for the bus tour. Like, we were already planning the bus tour, and then we bought the bus. But it was going to be just like we were going to buy like a van, but then the bus showed up in our life, which was incredible. So, for those who don't know, we have this 1999 pink mini school bus. It's the love of my life.
Polly
the pony bus. We bought her in Star, South Carolina. Polly the Star from Star, South Carolina. Megan and I drove down to get her. I saw her on Facebook Marketplace, like, it was probably a year and a half ago, like January of 2024. Already outfitted for a boutique, so she was literally pink, had like racks inside, had already been upfitted. I think it was like less than 100,000 miles, was like, which was crazy because it's from 1999 and it was like a diesel engine, whatever, great. We drive down, I was like, yeah, immediately, hell yeah. We like go to the bank, I just like bought it in cash and then drove her home, and we're planning this like bus tour where we would go to a different city every month and do like a big thrift pop-up, and like what would have been the simple and feasible route would to just be like put clothes on the bus, just drive, pop up at some like coffee shop or something, have people shop the stuff on the bus and like go somewhere else. But me always trying to shoot for the stars, I was like, no, that's not good enough. We're gonna rent out a whole venue and have like this giant multi-day huge pop-up where we like collect clothes from people in the city, and then we have this huge like shopping experience, and it's gonna be this thing, and we're gonna be in the city for like a whole week or a week and a half, like marketing it, collecting clothes, like just really experiencing the city.
and spoiler alert, it was hell.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, it was hell. The first option would have been so much better. So the first city we went to was Atlanta, and we had done something similar in Charlotte, so I was like, okay, well, Atlanta's a bigger city, so it's gonna be just like the one we did in Charlotte, but bigger. Which was like, I think I didn't fully comprehend how hard it is to market something, especially in a place you don't already exist. Because like, I kind of just thought, I was like, I'll make some TikToks, like they'll go viral, like it'll be fine. And that didn't really happen. We rented out this really cool old school that had like a event venue in it. Like it was basically like the school like cafeteria that was the event venue. It honestly was like a really cool space.
It was.
We were there for a week, and like the first like 4 days we were taking consignment appointments. We opened up so many consignment appointments and took up so much clothes because we thought, we were like, this is going to be huge. We got to have enough stuff. Like it has to be really, really good. We also brought a ton of clothes on the bus, so we just had like a shit ton of clothing. And then, I don't know, we like did the event. It was also only, you didn't come the whole time because you were still in school, so there were only like 3 of us there, and we were working like 12-hour days, just like tagging clothes, like all this stuff, so like already not that fun. And then on the day of the event, like we put in so much time to just like set everything up. Like I want to say we had like 4,000 or 5,000 pieces of clothing, which is like a shit ton. Probably that's like how much we have in our Camp North End store.
We have like around 7,000.
Yeah, okay. You know that, Miss Inventory Manager. And then we had also done like tickets, like they were free, but people could buy, or no, did we do a VIP? I don't remember. We had VIP tickets, and then we had like, no, we didn't do VIP tickets. We just had like an RSVP thing online, and like 900 people RSVP'd, which was like pretty good because the event we did in Charlotte, I think we had like 800 people come. And then we opened, and it was like kind of crickets. Like not nobody came, but it was just kind of like people like meandering around, and like we had such good stuff. Like if we had that stuff in Charlotte, like it would have gone crazy. But people kind of were just like, it went fine, and like I feel like we made decent money. Like,
if we had no expectations.
If we had not had expectations, and if we had not had like paid for Airbnb for the whole week, and if we had not like stayed, whatever. But at the end of it, we had so much extra inventory. Usually at the end of sales is when, so it's 2 days, so Sunday night, that's usually when like the crowd starts to die down when we do events. So I had sent like half our staff home back to Charlotte, and like my parents came to help, and they had gone back home. So it was just, were you here? Yeah, it was just like it was just 4 of us. And the sale got so busy the last like hour. So it was us all dealing with how busy it was. Then since we were leaving the next morning, we had to return all of the unsold stuff to people that night, and we'd only given ourselves an hour after the sale to like prep everything. During this time, one of the girls' phones gets stolen. Or no, phones dies, but there's like and all of our phone chargers somehow got stolen, so there were no phone chargers. There was no Wi-Fi, so we couldn't use my computer. my wallet got stolen. And there were still people shopping, so we like had trouble breaking it down. So we like didn't have time to prep. We barely prepped the return stuff. All these people showed up to get their unsold stuff. Like it was probably like 50 people. We had like nothing ready. And I just had to keep going outside and like, because we didn't have their stuff ready, I was like, I'm just gonna pay you for the stuff we can't find. And I was just like writing checks for like $100, $200, $300 to like all these people. And they were just like, what the fuck is going on? And like people were waiting forever. We were all so sweaty too because it was so hot. And we ended up being there. The sale ended at like 6. So we had to do all this return stuff. And then we had to break down the entire event. And we were supposed to be out in 2 hours. And we finished the event at like 5 or 6. And we weren't out of there until like midnight.
My
Right?
heartbeat is like racing.
It was like 11, 12. There's these pictures of us at the end. And I also remember too, just like throwing shit away. Like,
Oh my
like,
God.
cause we couldn't fit it on the bus. Like I think I threw away like a full length mirror. Like we had so much stuff that like we just couldn't fit back on it. And just like having to like break down 20 clothing racks, mirrors, like rugs, lug all the clothes onto the bus. Cause we had so much more than we even came with.
And you guys had spent the entire week together, so you guys were already at your breaking point.
Yeah, we were like getting tired of each other. I was trying so hard to keep it positive.
I just know I initially said I can't go. I can't go. I have school. Like,
And you were like sad.
I was like, I just can't go. Like, I have too much stuff going on in Charlotte. And then you were like, will you please at least come for the weekend? So I drove down, was it Friday? I didn't have classes on Friday. I drove down Friday, helped set up and everything. I drove Bree down as well. And we were supposed to drive back on Sunday, but she went back with Lexi.
Yeah. Alexa, sorry.
And I was supposed to leave Sunday night too, but it was impossible. And honestly, I don't know what y'all would have done if I had
died,
stayed.
kill each other.
Yeah,
I think I would have just like, I don't even know.
I had to skip one of my classes Monday morning, but I drove back like at 6 in the morning so I could get to my second one.
Yeah.
It was a hell on earth. Like,
and the guy that we were working with too, like, it was like some weird situation where he like owned or had like the rights to like one of the rooms in the school, but then would like lease out this bigger room sometimes, but with like the approval of like the owner, because it was owned by some like community group. But then like he didn't like tell the owner. He like there was some miscommunication where like the morning of the sale, like the owner guy was just like, you guys can't be here, like you guys can't do this. And I was like, what? But then that ended up being fine. But yeah, I just remember driving home, and it also took me like 6 hours to drive home from Atlanta, which is normally like a 3.5 hour drive because the bus was so full of stuff and it goes so slow.
oh my God.
And just like we lost so much money. Like we probably lost like $10,000. And just like looking at my bank account and knowing I had to pay like payroll, that's also when I like had done my personal taxes for the first time since Thrift Pony had like actually started making like a little bit of money, and I owed $13,000. And then I also
and you just bought the bus.
and I just bought the bus, and I had just signed the lease to Camp North End and paid the deposit. I was deeply, deeply in debt. I think I took money out of my 401k. But it was a good lesson. It taught me like, okay, before going, people always told me this, but like I also am stubborn and learn lessons the hard way. But like I was like, we're gonna go to Atlanta, we're gonna all these different cities. Like maybe Asheville would have been good, or like maybe trying like somewhere else in Charlotte. And like we had such a strong base here, like maybe doing something that like going somewhere we already had a base, whereas like we'd had no base in Atlanta. Like we even like whenever we'd post like, where do you want us to come, it would be like Asheville, Wilmington, and we were like, nope, Atlanta, because I was like, big city, we gotta go big city. And so sorry to you guys in the smaller North Carolina cities that I ignored because I have too much envy and ego, but I got humbled.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a lesson learned. And then we did it in Nashville 2 months later, and like we're like, okay, let's bring less stuff. Like we like simplified it a lot, where we took less consignments there because we didn't want to deal with the returns. We actually brought more stuff, but like so we could take less consignments there. Marketed it more. That one really, like, not a lot of people came. Like, we really made no money at that one because we were like we rented this cool old church. Like, it was so cool. It was like this church that they used to film music videos in now. but it wasn't on like a main road or anything. It was just kind of like randomly in the back. So like we only had marketing from like the social media stuff I had done, as well as like I think I paid a little bit for some paid ads, but like we didn't really have a following in Nashville either. So like some people came, but it was like, I remember that one, we were less exhausted. Like
It was a better experience.
like we had fun there, but like I remember during the sale, like no, like seeing how we had only made like $2,000, and I walked to the Wendy's nearby because I couldn't find my car key, and I just started like bawling in the bathroom of a Wendy's because I was just like, again, like just like looking at my bank account being like, fuck, like I'm fucked, and just like hysterically crying in the bathroom of Wendy's. And then I went out to go order a Diet Coke. And this sweet man working at Wendy's just gave it to me for free because you could see I was crying, and that made me cry more. And I just sat there like at a table in Wendy's like sobbing, trying to make myself stop crying because I didn't want to go back in and have you guys see me crying. And then I just waited until it subsided and then went back. But like I had a better time there. It was more just like working so hard at something and then it flopping so hard is just like the worst feeling ever. But yeah, we learned a lot of valuable lessons, and then we were supposed to go to like DC and then and then New York City. Remember how we had planned to go to New York City?
We were supposed to go to Austin too.
In Austin, Texas. That was like, I like love how delusional I am sometimes, but that was really delusional to think I could drive that bus to Austin, Texas, because it took me almost 10 hours to get to Nashville, which is normally a 6-hour drive. And I also just remember going on I-40, and I-40 between North Carolina and Tennessee is like mountains. So it's like windy, but also like really big uphill and downhill. And the bus does not do well with uphill. So I'd be going uphill, I'd be flooring it and going like 35 miles per hour. And just semi-trucks would be like whizzing past me. I was like, I'm gonna die. Like I was literally just like a sitting duck on this like massive highway. So anyway, lesson learned. I honestly wouldn't even say never again. Like, I would definitely still do, like, a bus thing again. Like, I really want to take it to, like, Wilmington. I would take it back to Atlanta. I just think that, like, we bit off way more than we could chew. And, like, it really taught me, like, baby steps. Like, but also, like, no. I think we should take risks and take big swings. And sometimes, like, you fall on your ass and you get humbled, and that's okay, but like I would rather take big risks than like never take risks at all. I think it just taught me like to be a little smarter with my risks.
And going back to the community aspect of Charlotte, if this happened to someone who wasn't as dedicated as you, this could have ruined the entire building of Thrift Pony. Like, someone would have given up after that, but like you're strong.
Yeah, I'm like still paying off the debts from that.
Yeah, like you're so strong to continue to do bigger and better things, and we have people in Charlotte who like want to see us succeed.
Yeah, I love Charlotte. I'm like, damn, like people like in other city. I mean, again, maybe we just didn't market it well enough, but I'm like, oh, Charlotte, like they get so excited about like even like some of the items that I'm like in Charlotte, this would have sold in 1 second because like the girlies want this, but I guess like everywhere is different. But yeah, I really back full circle back to what we were talking about before. Like it really taught me to appreciate. Like it made me be like, oh, like I actually love Charlotte. Like I thought I wanted to go somewhere else, but like one everywhere is like kind of the same. Like obviously there's differences, but like it made me really appreciate the community we have here and like not take that for granted so much. And like now I don't even want to like move out of Charlotte. Like for the past probably 8 years I've been like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna stay here. And like I think I still would like to live somewhere else at some point, but like for the first time I'm like kind of looking at buying a house here. Not that I can really afford one, but I will. But yeah, so that was like the main lesson learned from that. No regrets, but definitely a humbling experience. And yeah, we canceled like the last 3 months because like that was also when we were just opening the Camp Northland store. I was like, there's no way we can do all these things and obviously have to focus on new store. And then yeah,
I miss getting in Polly though.
I know I think I want to get back to like there's this really cute coffee shop in Greenville, North Carolina called, I think it's called Backstage Coffee, and they're like exactly our vibe. They're like a fun pink coffee shop, and they're doing like a simple life themed event, and they do like girly themed events with like fun little drinks and stuff, and their coffee shop is in this really cute little house, and they invited us to one, I think in October, but I think I'm going to be at a wedding that weekend. But I really want to go to like the cities in North Carolina that are maybe like 2 hours away, or even like Charleston or something, and doing just like popping up at a coffee shop. Like I think that would be really fun and just like a fun weekend away. So that's bus tour. Flop number 1. Do you have any flops that you want to talk about?
Personally?
Yeah, we can. Oh yeah, we were originally also going to talk about like our personal flops too. So personal and business. Because I have personal flops I want to discuss. You've never flopped.
I feel like the only thing that I ever regret in life is like I had this very, very bad friendship breakup. And there's a lot of steps, actions I wish I didn't do, or things I wish I said. She's actually the girl who I saw in Chicago. So we're on good terms. We're friends now again. But I totally wish I did things differently. And I do think it made me a better friend and a better person after heartbreak like that. But I think that's my biggest regret in life. I don't know. Just how I treat people.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure everyone's loved.
That's really beautiful. That's also like friendship and growing up. Like I think you like go through stuff like that and you're like, ooh, I didn't like how I handled that, and then like next time you handle it better.
No, I definitely needed that wake up call, and it worked out since we're still friends now. And
you're probably stronger, or like the relationship has like more depth because you like overcame that. Did you ever have like a flop era? Like what would you say is your flop era of your life? Or are you just constantly getting better every year?
I don't know. When my mom left. I don't know.
It's not funny.
Just a little bit.
Do you want to talk more about that, or no? Not ready.
There's not much else to say. I don't know. I don't have any other flops. That's it.
Just
I got plenty
your
of
mom leaving.
I got plenty of time to flop later in life.
Can you explain what happened with your mom? Just very high level.
Oh,
If you feel comfortable, you don't have
no,
to.
that's fine. My grandma got sick. My mom was a drug addict, and she got clean, and then my grandma got sick, and she died. So then my mom was like, relapsed.
Sorry,
and then, no, it's fine. And then she just stayed in my grandma's house, hours away, and never came back. That's it.
Did she just say like bye, or like?
No, she never said bye. We were at the movies. And we came home and she wasn't there. She also has very bad mental health issues.
Yeah.
So.
And you've like talked since.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good.
So that was your flop era.
Yeah. Based off of someone else's flop.
Well. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that can play parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your flops?
Mine was like my early, like 22 to 24, because I think that was when I've never been more like self-conscious in my life of anything. Like I like hated the way I looked. I was like also kind of cut because of, it was like bad breakup time, but then also just like I was working in an office, and I thought that like I always knew I was like not gonna do that, but I was like, why is everyone else okay with this?
Yeah.
And I was like, I hate this so much. Like I hated it. Like it's so dramatic, and it's so privileged to be like the worst time of my life is when I was working in an office with like a salary. But I would like go to work every day and I'd have to put on these dumbass Ann Taylor Loft outfits, and like that was the worst part. Was like, and I didn't even want to wear like high fashion. It was just like so uncomfortable, and I felt like such a loser when I was wearing them, like in my stupid little crop chino pants. And I only had like 2 outfits because I was like, I'm not spending money on these ugly ass clothes, so I'm just gonna wear the same 2 outfits on repeats because like guys can do it. And just like having to go into like a fluorescently lit space and like having to like sit in these meetings and pretend like I cared, and like it was crazy because it's also like I realized so much like how performative the corporate world was. Like I was like, no one cares. Like, how do you guys don't care about this? Like, how could you possibly care about this? Like, it's like this random company that I was working for, and then like, yeah, everyone just like acted like they cared, but like no one cared. And it just was like, it just made me like sad. And it also was really hard going from like I had been like trying to make the Olympics and then like realizing that wasn't going to happen. And like that chapter of my life was done. And then going from like that where you're surrounded by people who are like so obsessed with what they're doing and like so passionate to like having to like send emails to like follow up to like circle back about like fucking reports or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, I do think I learned like good foundations that have helped me with Thrift Pony, but like I just remember like I was so sad, and like I remember being like, okay, I should just get pregnant because then I can at least take off 6 weeks to get paid for it, because I hated being there so much.
Wow.
And I just like also all day every day I would just like be looking at like plastic surgery things to do to my face because I was like, I'm ugly and like I had like a bad eating disorder. It was just bad. It was literally my lowest low. And then like around when the pandemic happened, I was like, fuck all this. Like I like threw away my Apple Watch and like I was like, I'm not counting my calories or my steps anymore. I like deleted my Fitness Pal. I was like, fuck this. I'm not living like this anymore. And then like that was when side note, but like once you stop like counting calories and like fixating on that type of shit, your brain is so open to other things. Like it was right when I did all that I like thought of the idea for Ponybox. It was like a month later. And then I started working on this, and then I was like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like this is it. Life is so much better. Yeah, because like also in your early 20s too, you're so scared of turning 30 and you're so scared of getting older because you're like told that like this is like the best time of your life and like you're young and like hot and blah blah blah. But like I think I look better now. Yeah. Not that matters, but I've gotten happier every year that I've gotten older, so.
I guess this is another flop for you.
Oh.
Ponybox.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not a flop, though.
We've
but
talked about it, but I guess what do you think about, I don't know, the failure of your first business?
It's funny because you always call it a failure, but I don't see it as such.
No.
No, I know. No, I think it really, I had to go through that for Thrift Pony to be successful, because like I was such a product of the like 2015 to like 2017 girl boss epidemic trend, whatever. Like I listened to so many podcasts that are of like outdoor I think I've talked about this before, like Outdoor Voices, Glossier, and like that's when like startup culture was like so cool. And so in my head I was like, I have to have a startup. Like the concept of starting a small business, like, and I was like douchey for thinking this, but it was like almost beneath me, because I was like, it has to be so cool and innovative. I can't just like open a store, because like I don't know, I was like, why would I do that? Like also I feel like everything you read is like retail's dying, like that's so hard, like small business owners like are dying, like whatever. So I like just didn't even consider the possibility that could be like successful. Like I equated small business to just like working all the time and making no money and like always being in debt, but like you love this thing. And I was just like, I don't want to do that. Like I don't know, I was like, I want to like change the world. And I want to be different. And so I think that like going through that and just seeing like if like so many companies are just like people who like raised a lot of money and are just like messing around, and like so many of them fail, and so many of it is just like smoke and mirrors. And I was like, I didn't want to have investors or do anything. Like I wanted to like completely be in charge of what I was doing, because I was like, if I'm gonna go out and get investors, then it's basically like having a job, because you have to like report to people. And it kind of made me appreciate the small business side of it, because I would do all these pop-up markets with small businesses, and like I saw more of the ins and outs, and like realized more and more that like the small business, the community was the part I enjoyed. Like just being like, if I just had like an online business where we just like were posting and then like selling things online and running like Facebook ads, like I don't think I would feel any type of, that wouldn't be rewarding to me. Like I think being able to do events, and like I love like just going to the store and like just talking to people, like just like working the front counter, or just like seeing people come in and hearing people's stories. Like that part is the most rewarding. But I don't think I would have ever, like I never would have just gone from like working my corporate job to starting to doing like opening a store. Like I never wanted to open a store. So I think I had to be, once again, like kind of humbled through Ponybox. And then like also Ponybox taught me how to like use social media, and it taught me like how much demand you need for a business to work. Cause like a lot of people use Ponybox, but we were making no money, because like you need a fuck ton of people to use your business for it to work, not just like 100.
If you could quickly summarize advice to someone who is in the same boat and wants to start a business that's a little more outside of the box, what would you give someone? I'm not saying like past you, because you said you needed that step, that development.
Yeah.
What would you tell someone else?
Like someone trying to start a small business, or trying to start like being like, I want to be so different.
I don't know.
Either. Okay, so I think like you're told so much when you're looking at to start a business, like it has to be different. It has to be different. Like you have to be doing something different. You can't just do the same thing. Like there are a million coffee shops, there's a million this, there's a million vintage stores, whatever. And like that is true. Like you do need to be doing something different, but like don't overthink that too hard. It can be something very small that you're doing differently. Like it can be like we're not different than any other like secondhand clothing store. But I feel like there's very small things that we do differently that makes us successful with Thrift Pony. And like I always think of like Chipotle. Like they're not that different than like any other fast casual Mexican restaurant, but it's like their menu is so simplified, like they're so efficient. Like I don't, maybe Chipotle is a bad example, but like there's so many businesses that do the same thing as someone else. They just like do like one small part of it better, and that is all the difference. I think when you try and do too much different, then it's like you're going in all these different directions, and people, like when I was doing Ponybox with like the rental too, it was almost too hard for people to like wrap their head around. Like so like people maybe now they do, but I still don't think they do like wanted to rent the way that they shop. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like so
Back to what I said earlier, making it simple, easy.
I think like making something, so having a differentiating factor, but not like, it doesn't have to be huge. It can be something really little and really stupid. And a lot of times like having that differentiating factor be intertwined with you is a good thing. Cause nobody can copy you. like someone could copy Thrift Pony's business model, but like a lot of it is just like me. You know, like putting your own insight onto it, and like it also just makes it easier to market. It makes it easier to, I feel like all my decisions are very intuitive because it just like makes sense to me. Whereas if I was trying to like, if I wasn't so ingrained in it, I think it would be harder. The counter argument is like, okay, well, what if you ever want to leave? Then like what happens? And it's like, I don't know, whatever. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's really hard. I think just like you have to just keep going. You have to just like keep putting in effort, keep trying things, pivoting when they don't work, not getting discouraged, because like it takes fucking forever. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of money, but it is possible. Don't give up. I don't know. Can you think of any other flops from Thrift Pony? I feel like we just slay all the time, so no. We talked about the Hunger Games sale on the other episode. That was like kind of like a mini flop.
There's a bunch of things that
there's like mini flops.
Tried, and it doesn't stick to the wall.
Yeah.
I feel like the whole process of the store has been trial and error. People often compliment our system of how we input clothes and how user-friendly it is. It's been a long journey to get to that point.
Like we use the software and we've kind of always used it, but like we hadn't really used it we like were stupid and it had all these like features that we weren't really using.
But we also weren't entering the same day, the same time. We've gotten a lot more organized and efficient.
Yeah, I think like the biggest flop, not even a flop, but just like how messy we've been. Like I think we've learned a lot of like how to be organized and not like, I think if you run a secondhand store, clothing store or anything, like it's so easy to become a hoarder because people just like leave things with you. You never know exactly how much stuff you're going to get on a given day. Like there's just like random shit. And also like people who work there are kind of just like hoarders by nature.
At me next time.
And so just like really learning the importance of like cleaning up after yourself. Also like I'm a messy girl, so like, but like to run a business, like I have to clean up after myself because like that's gonna set the tone for the team, and like I've learned that a lot. And I guess another flop is like just for me has been like a flop. I wouldn't call it that much of a flop because I've gotten really lucky, but like the whole hiring process, like I used to like not vet people at all and just be like, you kind of seem cool. And then like sometimes it works, sometimes it like went really bad. So like learning the different processes we need to go through before hiring people and like reference checks and that sort of thing, and like how to train people effectively and how to like nip issues in the bud before they become like a big thing.
Another thing that's growth is that this has also helped me become a better person. Seeing things like that from your eyes and from with your opinion and guidance, getting better at like managing people or just communicating with people.
Yeah.
In that.
Because you're not like a super confrontational person.
We can say it how it is. I am passive.
Sometimes passive aggressive.
Yeah, with my notes that I would leave around everywhere.
Megan like would get annoyed if people were like putting things in the wrong place, so she would never like tell anyone. She would just leave really aggressive. They weren't even passive aggressive; they were just aggressive. Like she would leave notes that were like, "If you put clothes on this table, I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah. But the thing is,
it kind of worked.
Well, yes, and I would say it to you, but you ignored me.
But like Mindy like got scared of the notes.
Oh, it wasn't towards her.
Yeah.
It was towards you.
Okay, well, whatever. But yeah, no, I'm sure, I don't know. Yeah. I think flops are part of life, and I think I like to share this types of stuff because I think like when you're starting out, it seems like everyone else knows something you don't, but like they don't. Like you only learn things through flopping. And if you never flop, you never slay.
You can only go up from rock bottom.
Yeah. I had a lot of flops with Ponybox. Like, I think I did a lot of things that I flopped with, which is why I think, like, I've had less flops with Thrift Pony. Like, I feel like Thrift Pony, like...
You went through the hard struggles. You figured out what works and what doesn't.
And I do think, though, like, I maybe have become a little bit more risk-averse because, like we saw with Bus Tour, like, me taking risks now, like, kind of costs more money. Like, it... Just because we're bigger, like, so certain things... There's bigger implications, like, if we do flop, whereas before it would just be, like, okay, if I did a market and it didn't go well, like, that was just, like, a waste of my Saturday, but, like, not a big deal. I guess I had a lot of flop markets. Like, I was really bad at... I did a lot of vendor markets, and I was really bad at them. So if you go to vendor markets and you don't make any money, that doesn't mean that you are destined for failure, because I sucked at those. But, yeah, I think, like, as I want to, like... A goal for myself is to keep taking risks and not become too comfortable. It just gets harder when you have a whole payroll, because like if I fuck up and like I have to still pay everyone's salary versus like before, if I fucked up then I just like wouldn't pay myself, and like I can figure that out. So it's like I'm like a mother now. I gotta take care of my little ponies.
So, here's to taking risks.
Yeah, if you guys can let us know some of your best flops, maybe we'll share them on the next episode. DM us or comment on Spotify. I read the comments. I've gotten a few, and they've been really cute. But yeah, and I think we're still figuring out like the format for this podcast. I think we're gonna do like a couple solo episodes and an interview episode and like alternate that way. It also might be random. We plan these slightly, but like not that much. But I do want to do an episode, it might be the next episode, on, so we did mall brands last time, like, talking about thrift store brands, like, the brands you always see in thrift stores that are, like, vintage, but, like, recent vintage, like, Liz Claiborne vibes, or, like, A Buyer, or, like, Notations, breaking down the history of those, because, like, that's something I always think is so interesting, because, like, you'll see these brands and be like, this is so cute, like, where was this sold in, like, the 80s? Like, was this at, like, Dillard's? Or, like, in the mall, or, like, where.
And that's what we will research.
And that's what we'll research. We'll find out, and we will report back to you guys. But, yeah, if there's ever any topics you want us to cover or questions, share your flops with us. Yeah, that's all I have for today. We're going to go do arts and crafts now.
Yeah. Last thing, what piece of clothing are you this week?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, we didn't even talk about what we're wearing. I'm wearing a Thrift Pony sweatshirt and a matching sports bra and biker shorts combo because I was going to go on a run before this, but then it's like been hurricaning, but I still want to go on a run later, so I'm not taking off this outfit. And what piece of clothing am I this week? This is hard. It's hard to not just say what I'm wearing. I'm like one of those like cuddly like Sherpa jackets.
Good one.
Because I've just been like resting and relaxing and just taking time for like comfort and joy.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a fan-made Harry Styles Pleasing long sleeve, Fenty shorts, and compression socks.
Yeah, wait, show them your socks. Show them your socks.
My foot's
She got really. You didn't even talk about your shin splints at Lollapalooza. She got really bad shin splints at Lollapalooza because she was hoofing it a lot.
Yeah, so I didn't go the last day. So I'm definitely compression socks this week because my shin splints hurt.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's all.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Thanks for joining the Ponyverse. We will talk to you next week.
Yeah, continue to go up.